Thank you for staying with us. It is still Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. And time check right now is 8:50. No, 8:42 a.m. It's time for Milan Focus, and this is the part where you, our dear listener, you get to be a part of the conversation this morning. We are live on Facebook and YouTube at Milan 98.3 FM. So you may also want to, you know, follow the conversation on those platforms. We also You can also reach us on our website on www.mainlandfm.com. Just click on the listen live icon and you're good to go. We also have the Radio Garden app you can download on your Android phone, and you can listen to Mainland 98.3 FM from any corner or anywhere in the world. All right, just in case we have some Earth is round people listening at this time now. So we have two focal points for this morning. My name still remains Omobola Sandra, and I have Sahid Fuhad with me as well. And the two focal points, we're taking them off the front pages of the Guardian newspaper and also Vanguard newspaper. The major headline on the front page of the Guardian reads CNG scheme, that's the compressed natural gas scheme, and infrastructure deficit slows CNG adoption amid a $450 million investment. So we have some data here. Number of CNG kits distributed stands at 150,000. Number of conversion centers is now 150. Number of vehicles converted over 50,000. CNG investments $450 million. Number of CNG stations, CNG refueling sites nationwide 58. States that have CNG dispensing sites 23. CNG manufacturing hub 3. We have just 3 of them in the country. So now this report is on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper, and as we have been getting reports, or we have been getting advice or counsel from the government as regards conversion. So what we have now is that over 100,000 motorists who converted their fuel-powered vehicles to CNG are now enduring long queues nationwide as they compete at scanty stations to refuel their vehicles. All right, and with only about 34 CNG stations available across the country, motorists move to convert their vehicles to run on gas to reduce the astronomical cost of petrol. But then, approximately what we have now is that 870 vehicles are currently tied to a particular station. Marketers who seem to be indifferent in betting their money on the market, CNG being totally new, would require an initial investment of 1.2 trillion to increase stations from 58 to 1,000, as each facility costs about 1 billion naira to be constructed. And data from the federal government showed that the auto CNG industry in 2023 spanned only 5 states with less than 4,000 vehicles in operation. But then the presidential initiative on CNG also noted that over $450 million has been invested in conversion, refueling, and training, adding that 1 million vehicles and over $3 billion will be achieved in 2 years. How fiscal do you think that is, or how feasible or do you think that would be, especially with the data that we have on ground now? That's the question we're looking at now. What are the issues around the approach of the government as regards this CNG? They're encouraging people should move in, the fiscal incentives are not motivating enough, a reason the growth of infrastructure is still at snail speed, and at the current growth it may take the country more than a year to double the number of stations in operation as it is now, because in Abuja, for example, most of the much hyped NNPC retail outlets that should be dispensing CNG do not, with the new NIPCO outlets crowded, forcing motorists to spend about 6 hours on queue daily just to refuel their cars with gas. So the issue of infrastructure deficit as well, and also the advocacy around it. Do you think the government is using the right approach? And with the exponential increase in the price of PMS under the current government, CNG was supposed to be the right way to go, as which the federal government is heavily funding as it is now. $450 million. That's a lot of money, being pumped into this particular initiative. but the stations are not selling. There's not enough, infrastructure on ground to service, even the over 100,000 people who have converted. So there's just a lot, going on as regards this particular one. A private vehicle owner, Roland Olarewaju, who was in the queue at one of the retail outlets in Abuja, said unless the retail outlets are readily available, the benefits of the scheme will not be a mirage. He expressed worry over the Nigeria factor that may compromise the conversion process and the maintenance of the infrastructure as it is now. Energy expert Kunle raised concerns about the feasibility and practicality of CNG in Nigeria, emphasizing that the challenges in developing adequate infrastructure and managing upstream production would affect the program, suggesting that current plans lack the necessary market foundation and could ultimately sideline essential issues such as education, healthcare, and clean water. Because according to him, setting up CNG infrastructure is far more complex than many may realize, with critical dependencies on how much natural gas is produced daily, who processes it into CNG, and the associated cost from the wellhead to retail outlets. So, as it is now, we all know that Nigeria currently faces a significant crude oil and gas production challenges due to low investment and poor management of upstream assets. So, what are the issues around the approach of the government? What's the issue? Is also what's issue around infrastructural deficit and the advocacy as well? Do you think the government is using the right approach, especially with all of the information and data that has been reeled out this morning? So let's have a conversation around that. Marketers battle with 1.2 trillion naira funding gap as cars outnumber stations. 58 over 100,000. So how do we get it? Trucks spend 2 days queuing at NATO seeking urgent intervention. And that's as regards the CNG conversation. The second focal point for this morning is of the front page of Vanguard newspaper, and that's as regards, Femi Falana SAN's reaction to the arrest of human rights activist Dele Farutimi, and so many other people as well have spoken out and against that particular arrest, and the issue of human rights and violation of human rights has also come up. And also this, this generic, this generic words, cyberbullying, cyber stalking, libel, slander, which everybody just, we hear what the law exactly says about it. The police command in Ekiti confirmed the arrest of human rights advocate Dele Farutimi. And what we have now is this police spokesperson in Ekiti, Sunday Abutu, has said the command obtained a warrant of arrest against Farutimi regarding the case over a petition about alleged defamation and cyberbullying. But the police spokesperson declined to name the complainant who wrote the petition against Farutimi. And Abutu said, and I quote, he was arrested some hours ago based on petition that was written to the Commissioner of Police in Ekiti. The allegation is about defamation of character and cyberbullying. The command did not act out of place. We even got a court order. That is a warrant of arrest. So, but then, reacting to Farutimi's arrest, Mr. Femi Falana, SAN, called for the unconditional release of the activist. And he said in a statement, and I quote, I just confirmed that Mr. Dele Farutimi was arrested in Lagos for alleged criminal libel. In demanding for Mr. Rotimi's unconditional release from illegal custody, I wish to state without any fear of contradiction that Lagos State is among the 2 states in Nigeria that have decriminalized defamation in its entirety. In fact, the current state of the law was confirmed by the Supreme Court of Nigeria in the case of Aviomo versus Commissioner of Police and Anno 2021 LPEL R55203 SE when Helen Ogunmiju GSC held that defamation was decriminalized in the Criminal Law of Lagos in 2011 and Edo State Criminal Law Bill 2020. So, let's talk about the issue of human rights and violation of rights, and also this particular, statement from Femi Falana, trying to back it up with the law. What are your thoughts around this particular statement here? And also, what are your thoughts around, the arrest of Dele Farutimi, especially coming from the fact that The police spokesperson has declined to name the complainant, the person who brought this petition to the Commissioner of Police in Ekiti. There's no name, but then there's reports going round. You can check the story on in the Punch newspaper. Yes, on page 5 there, where it states that Chief Afe Babalola's name has been linked to this particular arrest. That's the report that we are getting. Although Mr. Akin Oshitokun, the DG of the Labour Party presidential campaign, has said that Chief Afe Babalola is an illustrious citizen of Nigeria, and his name being attached to what happened is actually really interesting. He said, and I quote, "I'm sure that Babalola will not get involved in something like this. Something is missing somewhere. The method with which he was apprehended, I want to know how that is consistent with due process." All right. So let's not forget that on Monday, Dele Farotimi himself had, in a press statement, accused some police operatives suspected to be from Ekiti of planning to arrest him over an issue regarding the content of a book that he published. He also alleged that the police deployed several antics that suggest an attempt to abduct him rather than invite him for questioning on any matter. So let's have a conversation around this as well. But before I open up the phone line for you to share your thoughts, I have Fuad Sahid on standby. We'll quickly share his, and then we open the phone line. Over to you, Fuad.
All right. Well, the CNG conversation again. I think we've said it consistently, Sandra. If I wake up to tell my children that, look, we're not going to be eating rice again in this house because it's too expensive, the alternatives must be given to them must be readily available, Sandra. And basically, how do you advertise a product that is not even available? To the point where you are now saying that that is the alternative. If you know you cannot buy fuel at 1,000 plus, you can go and change to CNG. Where is the CNG, Sandra? And the Guardian newspaper has done a fantastic job again with this story to give us the current state of readily available infrastructure for this CNG. And with this report, Sandra, how reasonable is it for anybody to be talking about CNG now as an alternative to high cost of PMS? Does it make any sense, Sandra? Does it? Just on common sense basis, so don't let us even go to technicality. How does it make any sense for anybody now to tell you that the right alternative to high price of PMS, if you cannot afford it, go to CNG? Where is the CNG? I'm sorry, all the celebrities that were supposed to go to India, have they gone? You have forgotten?
No, God forbid. But please carry on.
I've asked a question. Do you know where they've gone? Are they still in Nigeria?
I don't know.
You see, Yorùbá will say something. You see, alagbara lole man ṣe. When you leave the small things, the easy things that you are supposed to face and solve, you probably now go into the more. Look at what that analyst have told you in the report. That what it costs to put the infrastructure in place for CNG to be the reasonable alternative to this high price of PMS. It means that we abandon every other thing, Sandra. Health education would have to be abandoned for us to get the money. So do you put the cart before the horse, Sandra? And like we always said, nobody is saying people should not adopt CNG. Why not? It's a technology. But you cannot be profiling a long-term solution to an immediate problem. I can tell you that for us to get to the point where CNG will become the reasonable alternative to high price of PMS, it will take us another 10 years or more. So how is that a solution to an immediate problem, Sandra? Again, on the basis of common sense. I'm not going to go beyond common sense. But this is where we find ourselves. The problem of take it or leave it that I've been talking about. When even the so-called take it or leave it you are giving to us, does not even make sense. And then on Mr. Farotimi, luckily he's a lawyer, and of course, Mr. Falano and other people are going to stand up for him. The worst that will happen is that he's going to have his day in court. But we have to question our civility when it comes to our patience, when it comes to arrest and some of these things. Okay, how do you now arrest somebody on the basis of what he put in a book, Sandra? Even if what he put in the book is defamatory, what is the role of the police in this arrest now? And what are they going to be? You can now see that they've arrested. They are now saying they are still investigating. And because the attitude is, look, I can use police arrest to punish you. Sandra, a day to Ileya festival, I will tell the police to go arrest you so that you spend that day in police cell. That's the attitude we are still putting forward in the 21st century. And that's why I'm saying that with all our education, can we truly say we are civilized people? Sandra, if we are still doing if that is what we are still doing, can we boldly and sincerely say that with all our education, we are actually a civilized set of people? Before we even go to the issue of human rights, fundamental human rights of the person, to the extent that you now arrest the person in Lagos and took him to Ekiti, most likely because they know that defamation law in Lagos has been decriminalized, so take him to Ekiti. And we've been seeing videos of how he was even arrested. The Gestapo manner, the way the mannerism of the police and all of. He said they've invited him in Lagos. He had honored their invitation. They told him they gave him bail on self-recognition. And then the next thing, another round of arrest, hounding of people associated with him, and then you are bringing him to Ekiti. Did he kill somebody? If there's anything defamatory in what he has said, even if so-called cyberbullying, pick up legal cases against him, take him to court, seek for what's it called, compensation and all. The law has how you can deal with things like this. But there's always a way they shall put the police, and at the end of the day, the mind of the people that do these things is that will punish you. Oh, I'm influential, I know the IG, I know everybody. So when they arrest you, I started to punish you because the longer you stay in the police cell in their mind, they are already punishing you.
All right then.
God bless Nigeria.
Amen. Thank you very much, Said Faj, for sharing your thoughts. 0913 6000 410. That is the number to call. So let's have a conversation from both the CNG conversation and Mr. Delifarotimi's situation as well. That is what we're looking at this morning on Mainland Focus. The number to call is 0913 6000 410. And for WhatsApp messages, you can send it to 0913 6000 430. That's for WhatsApp messages, 0913 6000 430. All right, we are live on Facebook and YouTube as well. You can also drop your comments in the live chat section, and we'll take them as the show progresses this morning. So the handle to look out for on Facebook and YouTube is Mainland 98.3 FM, and we'll take them. So on both platforms, on the live chat section, just drop your comments and we're good to go. So let's have a conversation this morning on Mainland Focus. For those who be calling in, it's just 2 minutes. Please, let's stick within the 2 minutes time frame. Would really appreciate if we can all respect that. All right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
My name is Peter Monse from Shomolu.
You're welcome, Mr. Peter.
Please, Sandra, let me say this for 1 second. That Cordelia Ogbe that was on your station yesterday, when are you bringing her again? And you will give us opportunity to talk with her. I love that woman, oh, please.
The program will be live again by 10 o'clock today.
Oh, will there be opportunity for callers to call in?
Yes.
Okay, God bless you.
Amen.
All right, now on the issue on ground today. Now, somebody should tell me anything that is for the benefit of the masses that the government has done it successfully. God give us crude oil and gas. We cannot see it to use. Go for CNG. No CNG production, nothing. The masses must suffer. God give us land and we cannot see food to eat. Tell me what the government is for the people, what the government has done for Nigerians. That is just where I'm going. And for the police, why can't they name the person that gives them the information? Oh, we are now in the era of not naming, not mentioning. Yesterday it was the EFCC not able to name the person that owns 753 duplexes. And the other day it was the federal government not naming the names of the people that were sent to us by UAE of those sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. Today it is the police not mentioning the person who gave them information. Lagos State has not criminalized defamation of character. You see, Nigerian police, tomorrow they will come out now to say, we are so professional in our work. We are not recognizing we are this. If I say now, if it wants to say now, that Nigerian police are still operating in that primitive manner, they will say, no, it's not the talk that should be on the radio. Can they teach these people the civil rules? There was a time I worked for ACP, a regular community project, and NGO, and they went to Kenya to teach these police people how to live with the civil society, and they refused to obey.
Thank you,
And
Mr. Peter.
for me, the point is that Femi Falana, a legal and renowned luminary, has told them
Thank
what
you,
the
Mr.
law
Peter.
says. If they like, they should believe. If they like, they should not believe. Nigeria will move forward. Thank you. Have a nice day.
And you as well. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Samuel. I'm calling from K2.
All right, Mr. Samuel, please go on.
Concerning the CNG issue, we have had the chance to that number, and the two questions still remain. Where are the CNG conversion center? And where are the CNG filling stations? So the answer, I think the answer have been provided by today's analysis of the matter. You know, the issue is that it has to do with people at the center of those things. Are they sincere with Nigerians and with Nigeria projects? Are they scammer? All these questions will be answered by what we are, the issue that are unfolding. Mr. President, in the far China or France, he told the whole world that when he was defending the hike in fuel price, he said that running water and stable electricity come as a cost. Is that not a calm? Where are we having? We are sitting on Lagos is surrounded by water. There's no running water. Is that not a calm? Mr. President told the whole world that he has signed executive order, zero duty on food. Has it been implemented? Mr. President told us he has signed presidential order on pharmaceutical something. People are dying on daily basis because they cannot afford medicine. Is that what have we done to decide this? Do we have people of integrity? Are they doing things in a dignified manner? I wish Nigeria well. It's unfortunate that we have entered one chance, and God will deliver Nigeria from this caliber of people that is ruining Nigeria, not running Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's okay. Thank you very much. 4 minutes past 9, 0913 6410. That is the number to call. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Sandra. Yes, I like this one.
You're welcome.
Thank you. For I would say, on this issue of CNG, to me, because this president, this government, most of the agenda is in fact, it's laughable and even deceit, full of deceit. You see, look, let's even take up the advanced country, where they are more vast with technology. How many of them is using CNG? You should not talk of Nigeria who are so backward in technology. So we need to be factual with ourselves. You see, and apart from that, you make a provision of CNG without adequate preparation, to project this agenda. The same thing they did on removing of subsidy, where people, Nigerians is not suffering. You remove subsidy, people are not suffering without adequate preparation. Look, you see, if you want to lead, you lead well. You see, I think good as those leaders, when they are leading, that their people are enjoying, and they feel the welfare. So I mean, the government should think of that. And let me tell you, Sandra, you see, we're in trouble in this country. This morning I heard it from from another radio. That our next minister in Katsina State have an essence of new estate. You see, look, people just go into the government and look the government, nothing happen. People just you see, that's why I said we are in trouble in this country. I don't know where you see, instead of progressing, we are retrogressing. We are going backward. And our leaders are getting away with it. That is my concern. That's my problem. These people, they are getting away with their loot, with whatever they did. And Nigerians are suffering. But let me just cut off. I'll have a nice day.
Thank you, Alhaji Super. I appreciate your contribution this morning. All right. Well, 0913 6000, that 6,410, that's the number to call. Let's take some WhatsApp messages now, so we can then we carry on the conversation to back to the phone line. I have here FM from Ogun State. The arrest of Mr. Fᴏᴜᴜ is in order. A petition was written to the police authorities, who in turn got a warrant of arrest for his eventual arrest. Unless you can show me otherwise in the law that police has no constitutional power to effect arrest anywhere in the country. And according to Mr. Femi Falana, if Lagos State had decriminalized arrest for defamation, the law is still effective in Ekiti State. As for CNG, there's free CNG bus ride in Abuja, which lasts till next year. Better leave pessimism aside and join the train. And our celebrities were in India already. Mr. Fuad, please update yourself. And that's God bless Nigeria. FM from Ogun State. Thank you very much. That's all I have to say. Benjamin from Shogunle, also on WhatsApp, is saying the government of the day never get things right in their policies so far. From subsidy gone to floating of naira. Looking at conversion to CNG, who has it benefited? The transporters will not base their fares on the basis of using CNG bus. They still charge the passengers as if they are using petrol. So how does the conversion benefit the masses? President Tinubu should reduce pump price to 400 naira for the benefit of all. And that's Benjamin from Shogunle sharing that one on WhatsApp. I have Akinola from Aburu. Good morning, Milan FM. You see, in this country, those of us that are okay are not many. Imagine if every morning the news on governance be like plaything. Youth conference they promised in October. How far? Abi. It's okay. That's Akiola from Aburu, sharing that one on WhatsApp. Noah from Igondo. Nigeria is a democratic country with the rule of law and the constitution being the guideline for all to follow. There's no reason why Barrister Dele, who is an activist, should be arrested in Lagos and driven to Ekiti State under inhuman treatment. Please let the man be released or charged immediately to the court of law. All are equal before the law and the constitution is supreme. There is no brutality and silencing of opposing views in whatever disguise. And that's Noah from Igondo sharing his own thoughts there. I also have here, hello, Sandra and Co. This CNG plan and all the related matters are good and very interesting. My worry is the high corruption index in Nigeria. I'm afraid, and I do not trust this government. A lot of money has already gone into this project and more still to be committed, yet we have not seen its positive impact on the masses. I have not seen any CNG commercial bus anywhere along Lagos-Badagry Expressway where I live. This government makes me angry. I want to believe this CNG plan is not another sure way to rape our national treasure. Let the government make available cheap cooking gas and petroleum products, also reduce food, transportation, and drug inflation. And that's Prince from Ojo Alaba sharing that one also on Facebook. I also have here Temidayo from Idimo. Good morning, Sandra and Mr. Fuad. Sorry about that anointing. I believe the EFCC press release on forfeiture of properties from an unnamed high-ranking officer is a decoy to stop the discussion on the NNPCL restarting Port Harcourt refinery, and it's working, if you ask me. The propaganda continue. Well done for the rich discuss. That's Temidayo from Idimo sharing that one also on WhatsApp. I also have Victor Alo Igboke from Ikeja. Honestly, I'm not surprised about Dele Fᴏᴜᴜ's arrest by the police. That guy is playing the role of one man standing. He's consistent, bold and firm in his criticism of this government and their obnoxious and anti-people policies, while other mediocre human rights activists who used to make so much noise during former President Jonathan had all disappeared into thin air. Nigeria police has become an attack dog in the hands of politicians and to perpetrate all manner of lawlessness and intimidation against the citizens of this country. The issue of CNG noise is laughable and a complete mockery. I hate to talk about it, please. And that's Victor Alo Ibuke from Ikeja. Then I also have here on CNG, good morning, Akin Adigun from Iyanokpaja. It's a pity that most of the actions of our government are knee-jerk reactions of band-aids with poor planning and preparation. The CNG path looks like another journey into the unknown, and we seem to be embarking on it in a blindfold. On Comrade Dele Fᴏᴜᴜ, I wish him well wherever he is, but I hope he regains his freedom soon. As for the government, I hope President Tinubu's administration will not eventually alter his erstwhile image as a freedom fighter and an advocate of free, even if responsible, expression. Akin Adigun sharing that one on WhatsApp from me and Okwaja. Let's go back to the phone line. Hello, good morning.
Sorry to you, Lady Sandra.
Good morning.
Can you hear?
Well, barely. Could you please move
I'm
away
calling
from
you.
your location so we can hear you?
That's at the mic on Sansi. Yeah, number one, the CNG, I think it's not working right now. I thought every citizen would have your vehicle whenever your gas is vehicle. But it's not the one we are talking about now. So it's to allow you to go around Nigeria before you can talk of CNG buses or cars. That's for that. And for the other man you are talking about. Number one, the police is not have a key to the state you for us. And again, I understand a lot of money. For we Nigeria, if we decide somebody write any negative against somebody, we must respect somebody who wants to take action. So that's why we must respect careful. Whether you are TV, you are a journalist, you are a trader, you are a banker, you don't need to, even though you are a radio caller, you don't need to start another man's name. Reputation is very important in this country. Some people study money, but some people study reputation. Don't spoil somebody's name because we want to make it in him. That's my standing story. Good morning, standard.
It's okay. Thank you very much, Prince Wise. But if what the person did is true and what the person did will spoil the person's name, and I say it, am I still spoiling the person's name? It's just a question, though. Like if somebody did something bad and that thing that person did that is bad will spoil the person's name, and I say it, am I the one that spoiled the person's name, or the thing the person did that spoiled the person's name? Just playing devil's advocate, just asking a question. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra. This is Miss Sergeant from Agbado Junction.
You're welcome.
All right. Sandra, this issue CNG bus, CNG and the other stuff, it's all about all this semantics, all this abracadabra, which through this APC government route to power. I want you to realize one thing. They are not, they did not come actually to give governance to masses. They're all about to enrich themselves more. There's something that Alhaji Isba said that got me so worried as well. These people do these things and they got away with it. I remember since during military time, I was like, anybody that will take over as a civilian is going to prove maybe from Babangida and all of that, and all the money stolen will be recovered. That was when Gani family was coming out. I was hoping that he was going to make it. But see where we are today. Even Buhari Babangida time, we are still having sense. What we are having now has quadrupled the corruption. People do these things and they get away with it. Nothing happened afterwards. Now, somebody was talking about Fᴜᴜ. Maybe he should be careful the way. What has Bayo-Onanuga said against even people? The what was done to him? Did anybody say illegal and do anything? Did anybody arrest him? So let's all leave this thing. Law is meant, anybody that is defending masses, his life is always being threatened. That is what I want us to know. If you are for masses, the government of the day, be very careful because they may come for you. That is what I know about this current administration. Now, ask me how many tankers has old Patakota refinery loaded after they announced that they have started operation. See, this, we are just in for it. Just like once, one of my brother from Turkey normally say that we have entered one chance. That is where we are today. But my worry is that what can we do that these people don't get away with all these mess that they are creating? They do this thing and they get away and nothing happens and life continues. And Nigeria accepts it as their fate. Nothing happened to them. That is my worry. How do we get these people to suffer for all these things they have committed against Nigeria and humanity? Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes.
Sandra, good morning. I greet everybody, I beg. It is now a big problem that if somebody
No, name again,
says
sir.
the truth. Okay. I'm from Abula. From Abula.
All right.
If
if somebody does anything that is wrong, then you say that this thing that this person do, it become a problem, and they will use police, use this arrest to say somebody will not say something again. In fact, I am tired of all these things. And what our brother was just saying that mention person name. Well, if Tinubu is not ruling well now, he will not mention his name. Akpabio, all of them that are packing money, making people suffering, you will not mention their name. That one, except they don't want people to talk at all. I understand that there is something I want to let you know. There's one of these radio stations that someone called. Now, what they are doing, they are taxing people who are marketing, who are selling, that they must pay prayer money. Pay whenever they have those agboro and whether money, you must pay if they have their prayer or they have their party. They will force people to be paid. What is all this in Lagos State? Because they want to use this way to escape you, as they say that people should leave Lagos. Is it this way that they want to make people to go and leave Lagos? If in the house, they don't want people to have rent, or money they will not allow you. You want to build house, they will demolish Lagos, they will demolish the house. What is all this now? I speak that the same voice, that one language, Nigeria. By the grace of God, I love every tribe in Nigeria. I'm from Cross River State. I am not in a PDP. I am not in APC. I am not in any party. My party that I belong to Nigeria. The good Nigeria, the one that will unite themselves and love themselves. That is the party I belong to.
Thank you.
Please, you people should help and scare away this kind of thing. Please, we are tired.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution this morning. Let's take some messages from Facebook. This is Mainland 98.3 FM. You're listening to Mainland Focus. And the focus this morning, we're looking at the major headline on the front page of the Guardian newspaper, which is as regards the compressed natural gas scheme, the CNG scheme, and the infrastructure deficit that seems to be slowing down, its adoption or its progress in the country, with over 150,000 cars or CNG kits distributed and over 50,000 cars converted, with a little over 100 conversion centers in the country, and with the fact that only 23 states have CNG dispensing sites. What exactly is the way forward with the CNG scheme? All right, and also we're looking at the controversies or reactions and response going with the arrest of Dele Farotimi by the Ekiti State Police Command, alleging cyberbullying and defamation. So those are the focal points on the table this morning. We have some messages on Facebook. We'll just quickly take them and we'll be back to the phone line in a bit. I have here Darlington Ogbo on Facebook. Good morning. We play too much in this country, something that doesn't have enough stations yet for refill. The government is rushing people to convert their vehicles to CNG. Now this one no be Jego use talk say I just dey laugh. But the second focal point, if these people think they can silence everybody for speaking the truth to power, then they should be ready to carry all of us. Free Dele Farotimi now. God bless Nigeria. And that is Darlington from Okoko Michael sharing that one. Thank you very much, Mr. Darlington. I appreciate your contribution. John Bernard Ohi is saying, good morning. On the issue of CNG, you can see the results of taking actions without proper planning. The president always takes action without proper planning. It's okay. I also have here, let's talk something else. And that's Frederick Morka saying, China is developing trackless rail lines that run on white dots on the ground. We are still battling with old models, soon to be outdated CNG. Mechanized farming that was hyped, what happened? I beg, make them go rest. My problem now is how to buy a derica of rice for my family for Christmas. We don't have human rights, whatever in Nigeria, just rights, just hype. Oh, okay. And that's Frederick Morka sharing that one on Facebook. I also have here Benjamin from Shogule. Yes, we've taken that message from WhatsApp already. Thank you very much. We also have Patrick Obiazo. Nigeria's situation is like a situation where you engage a roadside mechanic to service the engine of an aircraft. You keep buying spare parts on his advice while he keeps deceiving you on how he is the best in town but unable to fix the problem. On Delifarity means the rest, it is what it is. When you are a critic of the system, be sure that they are able and capable of concocting anything to prosecute the person. A civil matter can't be promoted to a criminal matter with different slangs. And that is Patrick Obiazo on Facebook, sharing that one. Kolawole Kazim, still on Facebook, from Ijora. I think the problem is EFCC is not ready to manage corruption. If they are ready, they embark on crime prevention strategy rather than this media trial they are doing. I think crime prevention approach is the best approach to this problem. However, I think we should work on our justice system. If it will not take more than 3 months to give a judgment on electoral cases, it should not take more than 4 months before we conclude on a corruption case. As the saying goes, justice delayed, justice denied. I also want to suggest that we should employ technology in our justice system. We should deploy polygraph to check the sentiments of our judges. What I'm saying is we should put our judges under a lie mental detector machine that will tell if a judge has made judgment based on anything that is different from the facts of the case before the judgment can be accepted. All right. Thank you, Kolawole Kazim from Ijora on Facebook. I also have here Obiora Ezechukwu. Good morning. This government is, the more you look, the less you see. This government knows that people would soon forget the issue of CNG and other pressing issues will come up and nobody will talk of CNG again. Nothing like CNG Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. Obiora Ezechukwu sharing that one. Also, Basil Chika, still on Facebook, is saying CNG. Even the federal government knows they are joking with the sensitivity of Nigerians, because if they meant the innovation, they could have put the enable environment in place like conversion centers, refilling stations, and go ahead to set the pace by using it themselves. My advice to Nigerians is not to listen to the propaganda and risk their vehicles and lives, because even if they prove me wrong in the long run, the gas will skyrocket more than PMS. Remember, not too long, we rushed in to convert our generators. Today, we are back to status quo. They should be ashamed of themselves. Chika Bende from Trade Fair, Lagos, are sharing that one on Facebook. And then, okay, James Ukwachi Ogbona. I agree with you basically. Are you aware that my brother and I slept in the police cell overnight about 2 weeks ago without committing any offense? Don't let me make the write-up long, but the story is on Punch Metro because I had to let them know I'm not just any person they can try nonsense with. That's the case of our Nigeria police. Any citizen of this country is vulnerable because the police can just pick you up randomly while walking on the road and take you to the station and just look for one name of offense to put on you. People should be careful about the police, especially this festive season. I wanted to press charges for unlawful detention, but one popular lawyer that I spoke with just said I shouldn't bother because the best I'll get from them is an apology. Sandra, I'll send you the link to the report on Punch. For CNG, I watched a special report on a TV station and I was almost convinced of its benefit. James Ogbona from Oshodi. You say you were almost convinced. Are you still convinced or are you not convinced? Let's tell us what exactly your thoughts are as regards that, because that's quite ambiguous. You didn't really say much. All right, it's 25 minutes past 9 and you're still on to Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM. Thank you for staying with us. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning. Hello?
Hello, sorry. Good morning.
Okay.
Ajibola calling from the caller.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning. Sandra, when I was seeing these things, when this issue of CNG first came up, I said this is scam. People are, and I said it's just a mere. See, it doesn't even make any iota of sense. This even the number, the statistics is given us today. It's not even enough for Lagos State alone. Talk less of Lagos and Ibadan, not Oyo State, Lagos and Ibadan alone. Not the Oyo State, just Lagos and Ibadan alone. This statistics we give today is not even enough to even help the whole Lagos and Ibadan alone. Talk less of now saying the whole country should move to CNG directly from petroleum without preparation. That is how you see our leaders. That is the recklessness you see in our leaders. Just make statements without any preparation. We are moving to the moon tomorrow. You should ask how. When the Nigeria starts moving from Earth to moon, that is why they just make statement. Tomorrow, be prepared. We are moving to Jupiter, and no jacket, no life jacket, nothing. Everybody will just jump into the water as if you are going to Jupiter. These things need procedures, and we don't know how. We just have to do procedures, and we just say subsidy is gone. Anybody can go and die. Why care? That is not how a sane society runs its own country. It must be procedural. It must be procedural in all your policy. And that is what will lead us into the good land we are moving to.
Right.
But if we continue this way, all of us will just be moving on the same spot. How can we change our generator from petroleum to gas. Everybody run to it. Now everybody has run back.
It's okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate Mr. Ajibola your contribution this morning. You're welcome into the studio side for
Yeah, thank you for having me, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Well, concerning CNG as an engineer, it's good if the problem surrounding it are well tackled, because to change a car Prado Jeep to CNG system now, be ready with 1.7, 1.5 million. Ordinary person over 1 million. With the situation that subsidy removed, Naira floated, all these items are imported items. The key to say, why do you bring about a policy without anything to cushion it for the people? Like I used to say, I've been saying, when we wanted to change from left to right, the military gave us time. When we wanted to change from pounds to naira, we have time. It took time. There was, and not to even, those things are not costing us much. This one that they are introducing with hardship in the land will cost you millions to actualize that policy alone. Why should you do that if it is well thought out? Or are the people that are bringing about the policy have the masses in their heart? So that's the problem we are facing in Nigeria. We have refineries that are not working. We have all the systems that are not working, and people are bringing another item for us to be spending on.
Right.
There should be time. People should consider the masses. We train people that there's nowhere to work because people don't have money to buy the thing. They should do something about it. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you. God bless you as well. Okay. 0913 600410. That is the number to call. I have a message here on WhatsApp. Good morning. I want to ask Mr. Fᴏᴜ this question. Is arrest the first approach to an allegation, or is an investigation before arrest? Is criticism defamation? This government has destroyed democracy for self as a result of cronies surrounding the system for political achievement. WGA made a public statement to put fire in some states, including Edo State. Till now, no single invitation. I challenge the police to release Mr. Dr. Fᴜᴜ. Otherwise, it's all right. And that's Andrew from Ayobo. What do you want to?
No. I guess those are rhetorical questions, really, because if you have to arrest before you investigate, then on what basis are you arresting? So, and the issue of whether defamation, slander, libel, the laws are clear about some of these things. Mostly they are civil matters, Sandra. So that was, I give you the example of when the father had issues with VDM. Basically they wrote to him. So if Mr. Fᴜᴜ is saying that, look, on the basis of what he wrote in a book, the respected 괰ᴏᴜ has issues with it. Luckily, he's also a senior lawyer, well-respected legal luminary who knows what to do. Take advantage of what the law says about some of these things to seek redress. But I'm saying that the culture of using police to arrest or punish people, by arresting them, shows we are not really a civilized set of people, really. The police cannot be in every matter unless it's a very clear case of a criminal breach of, people's rights and all of that, you know. And that's why people are asking, did he kill anybody? To the extent that you arrest him in Lagos and drive him all the way to Ekiti.
Back to Ekiti.
And then, you know, so, but you know, like when somebody sent that if they decriminalize it in Lagos, it's still a criminal matter in Ekiti. You know, the thing is that for people who just want to justify everything and anything, they don't know that the tables can always turn. Yes, now, so I leave them to their foolery to think that every bad thing could be tolerated because you support a government. The tables will always turn, and it will turn on you too one day.
Thank you, Said Fuad. I appreciate it. 0913-6000-410. That is the number to call to share your thoughts on this conversation. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Please turn off your radio set.
Okay, good morning, ma.
Good morning.
I'm calling from Mushi.
All right.
I've been listening to your programs, and it's really interesting how you discuss the problem of this nation.
Thank you.
And at times I begin to wonder, is it that there is a cause in this nation that each leader we pick will always come to punish us? Their policies are not right. We struggle with them. At the end of the day, they go away. They leave us worse than they met us. Now, President Tinubu has come. So what I'm seeing is not making any improvement about this nation. There's nothing working. And then when people talk, he has the audacity to pick them as if they're animals. I don't understand what is going on. Is it that they don't have respect for us? If somebody has a committed offense, if the constitution not there to follow what is there and do the right thing, why is he always behaving as if Nigeria belongs to him? Have we offended him by electing as they said, elected him as president of this nation? Why can't they have respect for the citizenry? What's the problem? Somebody has done something, somebody has commented. Does it mean he's right? If we're saying something, why not look at it and then make amends and make people comfortable? It is not to be a Nigerian. What is going on? What is actually going on? We are suffering. There's nothing working in this nation. There's nothing. And we have resources that can make us rich, that can keep every Nigeria comfortable. So why are they doing this? Why are they doing what they are doing? And people will follow him, and they will be deceiving him, and they will not tell him the right thing because they are gaining from the government. Well, it's all right. I just want to make my own call because I've always listened to this program, and I want to call in. Each time I will not be able. But now I'm able to call in. I want to tell Tinubu, President Tinubu, please look at what people are saying and start making amends. You are not doing well. You don't know what you are, but the way you are running this nation. You don't have a vision. You don't have a mission. So what is going on? Why did you come? If you know you cannot handle Nigeria, why did you come in the first place? Excuse me.
It's okay. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you. Okay. That was a bit overwhelming. 0913-6000-410. That is the number to call to share. It's Mainland Focus, and we're looking at the arrest of Dele Farotimi and also the issues or the challenges of the CNG scheme, the compressed natural gas scheme. So let's have a conversation. The number to call is 0913-6000-410, and for WhatsApp messages it's 0913-6000-430. We're also live on Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM, so you can drop your comments in the live chat section on both Facebook and YouTube. My name is Omobola Sandra, and I also have Fuad Sahid here with me as well in the studio, who is giving analysis to the stories that we're looking at this morning. So let's carry on with the phone line, shall we? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Mr. Daniel calling from Ikeja.
You're welcome, Mr. Daniel.
Okay, I want to speak about the CNG conversion.
Okay.
Me, even if I have money, I will not do that conversion, and this is my reason. Number one, by the time everyone converts to this CNG, and government see that that everyone has converted to it, before you know, they will say they want to raise revenue. They will start charging people. They will increase the price, and it will still be like fuel. So to me, I will not do it. That's just my own opinion.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing your opinion. I appreciate that. Hello, good morning.
Yes, Sister Sandra, well done. Good work. We are talking to you as if you are the president, sir. So, please.
Your name, sir?
Okay, is my name. Okay.
You've called before.
Yes, I've called before. But
hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra.
Yes.
My name is Femi. Gestapo arrest is not new in Ekiti. My brother got a job on Fayoshe's government about 6-7 years ago. And because of what you know about what they wanted that the guy, small boy should, the guy came from the UK. So, and he bidded for this job. Do you know the guy came to Lagos for a weekend and he went to his house and about 6:30 in the night, about 17 armed police already went over his house and they took him away to Ado in a Gestapo way. We got to know about after about 4-5 hours, and I thought that he had been kidnapped. It was when he got to Ado after 7 days that I got to know that it was Fayoshe smooth. If he's there now, he's at K2, he knows me very well. So it's something new to me. I'm just praying for that that lawyer is that because of his health, he will not die. Because he's not used to that kind of lifestyle. Because I know they will ransack him and put him inside their truck and make his life unbearable. It is because he's popular. How many of Nigerians have been taken to unknown places in such a way? We are running a very wrong government. And he knows. Somebody wrote a book and make an impact on it, and somebody because of that. And the chief is a very respected son of a I don't know. I just pray at this age. He will not use the kind of a thing to solve his name because he has a very big name in Ekiti. We all respected him. And from that side of the world. And I'm sure when you dig down, probably it is not the chief that started this thing, probably some over guys that are looking for money. Because this old man will not do this. I am just sure. Let us dig down and get on that. So as far as your CNG is concerned, me, I will not be stupid. I cannot change my motto from petrol. If you like, go and do yours. Because I know, like the other guy said, if we all move to this CNG, tax the man, power, write it down. Good morning, Nigerian.
Thank you very much, Mr. Femi. I appreciate your contribution this morning. It's all right. 09136000410. That is the number to call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Dani Shegun, calling from Ogudu.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And there's a saying that said that if you keep doing the same thing over and over and you're expecting the same result, you'll be a fool. All the presidential candidates so far, basically the major ones, they campaign on removal of first subsidy. Yeah, people will say the methodology and everything. Nigeria, the former government, the way the country, I wish people had won the election. Maybe we would have gotten some information about past administration. Imagine a former CBN having about 750 something duplexes. What's the effect on the economy? And the drastic approach has to occur. I think the problem of this administration is about communication, and they still have to manage the communication because it's still part of their party. But it will be unfair on the current government to be blamed on, though the policy are asked, and but there is no any economics in the world that have sorted any of their processes. But all we are just complaining on is the result. And I hope and I pray for them that all their policies and everything come in honest and everybody start feeling the impact. That's just my own contribution to the thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Okay. Hello?
Good morning.
We can barely hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay.
Okay, my name is Emmanuel.
Mr. Emmanuel, you still need to speak a little louder.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, better.
My name is Emmanuel.
Okay.
So, as regards the CNG, and I'm going to be basic on it with Fᴜᴜᴜ arrest, which I think are the two focal points for now. I want to believe that when we have nothing important to do as a country and as leaders, we begin to do what is not important. I've always known this government to major on the minor and minor on the major, and which will become and continue to be our greatest undoing. And which is why those who respect us as a people will continue to disrespect us, because our policies on a daily basis is not helping matters at all. At this age and time, countries are talking about advancement on all sides: human advancement, material advancement, entrepreneurial advancement, talking about how their youth will get better. How can a man write a book? What Americans and the most of the countries is copy value so much. They look at those books and they learn from it. Even the interpretations we are giving to those books are the same thing the white people. I don't know if we are going back to the Stone Age or we are advancing as we say we were. See, the greatest deceit is the one you deceive yourself, whether we like it or not. As far as Nigeria is methoding and the leaders are methoding in this way, we can't move any step ahead. Secondly, for CNG or no CNG, if you have not trained the people on how to manage an idea, that idea will not be ideal. Anything about what stops us from using fuel, and then the CNG will be an alternative that will come quietly or carefully. We train the professionals. If not, I'm sorry, we are heading nowhere.
It's all right. Thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution this morning. Unfortunately, that's the last call we can take for today on Mainland Focus. We'll wrap things up with a few messages that we have on the platform for today. I have here on WhatsApp, my take is that this government is clueless, always borrowing ideas, money, and reluting through their cronies. CNG is not an idea that is ideal with the level of education and technical professionals and training on the side of users and converter personnel. Fᴜᴜᴜ is just being made more popular with his arrest. It's just an exercise in futility. Nigeria will only start getting better the day justice, truth, and fairness become our lifestyle, both on constitution and regional restitution. Ikeogo Emmanuel in Ilasamaja sharing that one on WhatsApp. I also have here Oluwaseun from Festac. This is more like an abduction, not an arrest. Even in the case of defamation, an arrest isn't needed. When we call Nigeria a criminal enterprise, someday people get unnecessarily worked up. But how do you explain the abduction or kidnapping of a citizen by the Nigerian police, illegality being openly perpetrated? Please let Mr. It's okay. And that's Oluwaseun from Festac sharing that one. I also have Alwolo Christopher from Shogunle. As for Barrister Fᴜᴜᴜ's arrest, it's long overdue, and others in waiting, because no one is more hated than one who speaks the truth. Top of the morning, this is Leke from Alimosho on Mr. Dele Fᴜᴜᴜ's Gestapo-like and humiliating arrest. This government, like its predecessor, keeps reminding the good people of Nigeria of how tyrannical and oppressive government can be. So voices of reasoning are now being silenced willy-nilly in so-called democracy. So pathetic. An abuse and flagrant use of power is no doubt a sign of not just weakness, but also illegitimacy. History will not remember such for good. Leke from Alimosho, and that's all we can take for this morning.
Well, for people who want some good education, a bit of history and knowledge on issues of arrest, defamation, libel, you can go to the Facebook page of Mr. Richard Akinola 2. That's his name on Facebook. If you're not for it, just go read what he has posted. The title of his post this morning, just about 1 hour ago, is a parallel between Soyinka Farotimi and Afe Babalola Femi Okono. Good historical perspective, legal perspective to the issue of defamation, people writing books and libel and all of those kinds of things. Again, for people who want knowledge, good education and things like this, it will help you. Richard Akinola 2. Just 1 hour he posted this. You'll like it.
Thank you very much, Said Fuad, and that's a wrap for Mainland Focus for today. I apologize sincerely if we were not able to take your message or your phone call this morning. Time isn't really, a friend when we're having conversations like this on Mainland Focus. But not to worry, conversation continues. By 1 p.m., we have Midweek Politics with Okwemi Akionde, Said Fuad, and Victor Achibong. And by 4 p.m., we have Sage Babalola in the Situation Room. But before all of that, the recap with Cordelia Okwe comes back on air by 10 a.m. today. So please stay tuned.